I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, old clubs selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes your little tread left on the tires.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Safe right. Hot.
Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams...
And it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Hurts throw caught by Pierce. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The play fake. Here's Hurts. The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Lawrence's throw is on target to Likely. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards there on a Washington first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Stephon Diggs. 41 yards. And the Commanders had 6 to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number It's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5.
11, Agate.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, 52.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
11.
Now Lawrence to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey,
2nd and 14.
30 left.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. – 2 They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
13, Lou. Here we go.
Hard throw, incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead down to 9.
Commanders 16, Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Brings up 2nd down.
Lawrence from his end zone. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hey, I'm gun. Saints right.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From midfield now, Lawrence. He's got the connection over the middle to Gibbs. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw again is Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
11 Agate. 13 Luke.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll get this out to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This now a 3rd and 4.
30 left. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And he is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Lawrence. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commandos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Commanders 26, Eagles 7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Hurts throw caught by Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Go, go, let's go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And got his man complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. On target to his man, likely. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Lawrence will throw. And Diggs has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Marvin Mims with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Second and 9.
11, Agate.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Diggs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, kill. Hey, gun. Same place.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got Pierce. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Hurts. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score. Commanders 36, Eagles 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with a big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
All right, here we go. Hut.
On play action, Lawrence.
Throw complete right side to Coles. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's a simple